Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Monday's Moment, which is probably going to be the last Monday's Moment that I do before Christmas. And I'm continuing that theme of Advent, but thinking about the giving that will take us through into the next year, into 2026, and refocusing back on what I've talked about time and time again throughout this year, which we need to reflect on during this season of Advent, and that is the cash flowing to and from our business. Because without that flow of cash, we don't have that base level of the business priority pyramid that Mike Michalowicz talks about in his book Fix This Next. So it's important we give ourselves the time to reflect on how our cash has flowed throughout our business in 2025 and give ourselves the gift of getting better cash flow in 2026. That's what I'm going to talk about back in just a moment. So cash flow is something that we need to do in two parts. We need to reflect, and we're in that season of reflection of Advent. We need to look at the whole year of 2025 and look at how our cash changed and ebbed and flowed throughout the year. What lessons can we learn from it? What seasonal trends do we see? How can we use the lessons that we've learned to improve our cash flow in the year ahead? How can we cope with those seasonal variations? Having had my own garden centre and other seasonal businesses, cash flow forecasting is really important, looking back at how cash flow has ebbed and flowed throughout the year and throughout different low seasons and different high seasons. So we've got to think about that reflection on what happened in 2025. But also we need to think about giving ourselves that gift of knowing what is ahead of us or what our plans are for 2026. And as we come into the holiday season, we might want to take time to look forward to our plans for 2026, to talk about our goals and our targets. And we need to make sure that we are giving ourselves the gift of a cash flow forecast to make sure that our plans and our targets are achieved. And none of us want to make plans and cash flow absolutely tanks. And what we do want to do is we want to make plans in which the cash flows around us. We might want to look at squirreling and saving some money, having that runway for when those low seasons come or when those difficult times come. So we might want to look at just taking a percentage of our earnings, of our revenue, and putting them to one side for that rainy day. Or perhaps we just want to put them to one side for growth, because we know we're going to have things that we're going to have an expenditure, and rather than perhaps fully go for debt for that we want to leverage both our savings and finance in a good balance. But whatever we do, what we want to do is we want to be in control of our cash and our cash flow. We want to be focusing on it. We want to be doing it strategically. We want to be working it so that it works for us, so that it's not something that we fear and we avoid. We want to do good cash flow forecasting and good cash flow management. And give yourself the gift this Advent, as we come to December the 15th, and we're getting really through our Advent calendar now, and you're going to have to handle some of the other days on your own. But today, think about setting a target to create a cash flow forecast for at least the first 3 months of 2026, ideally 6 months, and it would be great if you could do a 12-month cash flow forecast. And a cash flow forecast isn't just about accounting. Cash flow forecast is about looking at the marketing need. What do our sales need to be? What does our marketing need to be, so we can cover all the costs that are going to be coming up in the months ahead? So take some time, think about that, think about giving yourself this amazing gift of cash flow and cash flow forecasting, and get cash flowing through your business. And of course, please comment, tell me below this video, wherever it's appearing, what you're going to be doing to improve your cash flow, to work on that forecasting in 2026, so that other people can receive your gift of knowledge. But most importantly, let each and every one of you not be fearful of cash flow, but take control of your cash flow. Grab it, take control of it. You can't always be controlling of your cash flow, but you can control how you respond to it. You can control how you forecast it. That's the big gift for probably the last Monday's moment before the holidays, before Christmas. There'll be lots more posts during this week, so keep an eye out for those videos, keep an eye out for those text posts, and as always, I look forward to seeing you on any of those during the week ahead. Bye for now.